guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today's going to be a really good one, or a really bad one, depending on how you feel about this deck. That's right, we got Fino Final Form, currently #1 in the world. This is the #1 deck inside Clash Royale at the time of this recording, and he's been #1 for a while here. Check out this deck. I mean, I don't want to be the boy who cried wolf here, but this might be the new most hated deck I've ever shared on the channel, and he's going to play a live ladder match for us again here. He is #1 in the world, so he has nothing to lose here in terms of, well, he has a lot to lose. Nothing to gain here in terms of ladder ranking. Only stuff to lose. So let's see if he can pull off a victory here against MB Chile from Super Warriors, and we'll see how he plays this deck. I'm going to share some amazing replays against CRL pros after this live match here. Hopefully he wins it. Hopefully he's not #2 or 3 or 4 or 5 after a loss here to start the video. It's gonna ruin my whole video title because yeah, I just can't believe this deck is a real thing here. And by the way, he's finished top 60 ladder with us a couple months ago, so it's a deck that's it's kind of a safe deck to play in a weird way. He's playing it like a really heavy beatdown deck, willing to take a lot of tower damage in order to cash in these big monster pushes behind the Hog Rider, the giant skeleton. That'd be really crazy if we added that. The Royal Giant and the Sparky. Two most important cards in this deck, according to Fino Final Form, are Sparky and Zap in terms of cards that you don't want to use unless you really have to. He's not using Sparky in this deck as a card that he just cycles behind the King Tower. He's going to be using it defensively, so a little bit unorthodox as the way you would normally use it. And speaking of Sparky, we just got a connection there on the left tower. Right tower is saved by that Mega Minion. We'll talk more about the deck in the replays. Let's just focus on this live match here, because again, if he loses, it's going to ruin my whole video. So here we go. It's going to be a Hog Rider in the left lane. Skeletons from the opponent. That time we do zap away those skeletons. Snowball comes down on that Hog Rider. Musketeer finishes off before we can get even a hit on that left tower. Now we have a Musketeer here in the right lane. Let's see what happens here. Now look at this. He's going to let this entire Musketeer go. And this is what I'm talking about. He plays this. It's an expensive deck, guys. You're playing it like a big golem heavy beatdown deck, not too scared to take some damage. Even though the opponent here playing a level 12 Fisherman, you guys notice that Fisherman? Playing a level 12 Fisherman here, we'll take that whole Musketeer to the face in that right tower, giving the opponent the damage advantage here. We'll see if that ends up being a smart decision. Another miner comes in from the opponent, very fast cycle on MB's deck here. Now we have the Giant Skeleton and the Hog Rider, so look at this push. Are you kidding me? Knowing the opponent does have the Fisherman there, we send in the Hog and the Royal Giant. That's going to easily take care of that left tower. So now we're all tied up here with about 25 seconds or so remaining until sudden death overtime. Realizing the opponent does not have a big spell here, we've dropped the Barbarians and the Minion Horde in the pocket there. And just a couple Barbarians are going to do a ton of damage to that right tower, taking it down to 1667. So now we're sitting pretty here. We have the heavier deck. We're going into sudden death overtime. Can we walk away with a victory? Look at Sparky gets pulled in to the Fisherman here. One bat just chipping away at that Sparky. So nice defense there by MB Chile. Here it comes with the balloon. But again, we had the Minion Horde ready. Minion Horde placed directly on top of that balloon. So the only way the opponent would be able to take care of the Minion Horde is with a, well, he has nothing to take care of it with, right? I mean, he could have predicted snowballed. But hey, we have the Royal Giant in the pocket, the Hog Rider in the right lane. How difficult is that to stop? He somehow managed to keep that tower alive using the Fisherman and the Musketeer, but still just not enough here. We have a very healthy Princess Tower, going to prevent that Fisherman from making contact to the left Princess Tower. Now we have a Minion Horde going down. We have a Hog Rider going down. Fisherman cycle to prevent that Royal Giant that we didn't play. Now we played it, and the Royal Giant's actually going to be on the King Tower. So we have arrows. One more zap will do it, guys. And there it is. GG's, well played. He's still at #1 in the world. I can't wait to play this deck, guys. Jeez, it is menacing, to say the least. It looks like a mid-ladder deck. Looks like an Arena 12 TV Royale deck. 6660, the number of the beast. Very apropos, is it not? All right, let's go ahead and start out with one of these replays here, guys. Let's see. I want to show the one against Blaze here, because Blaze... Oh man, Blaze is one of my favorite players. I love Blaze. Let's check out this. I can't even imagine how frustrating it would be. And he's in the clan called Twitter. So let's give a shout out to to Blaze from Dignitas's Twitter handle. We'll include that in the show notes below. Maybe as I don't know, some sort of a hey, I'm sorry that we're doing this to you, Blaze, showing this deck against you. But here we go. It's Blaze does a smart thing here. He plays a Sparky in the back, doing exactly what he told us not to do, cycling Sparky in the back there, and it doesn't really cost him that much. Maybe he already knew the deck that Blaze was playing on ladder and just barely avoiding a mini Pekka hit to that left tower, but then Blaze was able to defend against that Sparky in the opposite lane. So an early damage deficit on our end, and then it looks like, are we going to let this Musketeer go? This time we're going to go ahead and counter with the Mega Minion and the Royal Giant combination here. We have no elixir left. The Mega Minion's going to clean up against those bats. Mini Pekka, though, does well against not only the Hog Rider, but also the Royal Giant. So he has a good answer, Blaze does, to a couple of our win conditions here. But the beautiful thing is right, he only has one Mini Pekka. Even though he has a fast cycle deck, the Hog, Earthquake, Mini Pekka cycle, you know, he can't have unlimited Mini Pekkas. No mirror in this deck, right? So he can't use, you're going to see this from Fino Final Form, who, by the way, is not the other Final Form. Two Final Forms. Fino Final Form, Italian player, from, oh, he is from, my bad, Ultra Red Esports, right? And the other Final Form, who I've had on the channel a few times now, is the Giant Witch guy, Giant Night Witch, Giant Double Minions, really, is what he's known for. So just kind of, I know a lot of you guys think he's the same guy. Two different Final Forms. Fino Final Form and Final Form. So anyway, here we go. It's going to be a Hog Rider in the right lane. And again, the Barbarian, we haven't even talked about the Barbarian synergy with the Minion Horde synergy. It is like basic Clash Royale 101 here. But there's a lot of fireball bait in this deck too, and it just synergizes really nicely for really strong, robust defenses, right? Think about it. We have our Barbarians, our Minion Horde, and our Sparky. Like, good luck getting through that. Speaking of Sparky, we get a connection on that left side. Meanwhile, Royal Giant tearing through the right side, and again, leaning on the Minion Horde. Now, our live match, he didn't have a big spell, and in this match, he doesn't really have a big spell either. Blaze, he has a Snowball and an Earthquake. And in this meta right now, we're seeing less big spells than we traditionally have in quite a while. It's probably another reason why this deck works so well right now, this month especially, with more Earthquake kind of going around, and more like even Mega Knight, Skeleton Barrel decks in mid-ladder range. Just more decks that don't have these big spells. Balloon Cycle, as we saw as well. So here we go. It's going to be a Hog coming down. Things are not over yet in this contest. A nice Musketeer to kind of snipe at that Sparky there. Sparky does one-shot that Musketeer, though, before she can live on and do any damage to the Princess Tower. So here we go, entering Sudden Death Overtime. You can see this is his bread and butter right here, guys. Zap on the bats, Hog Rider on the tower, only one Mini Pekka. What can poor Blaze do here? Oof. Oof. That hurts, man. That hurts. Don't worry, guys. I have some Lava Loon for you guys, or a Lava Hound at least, I think, and another Pekka deck as well. Let's watch the Pekka deck. We saw Mini Pekka. Let's see how he contends with a Pekka bridge spam deck from a TSE here, or TSE something or other. So we'll see how he starts this match off. Obviously, I don't need to tell you guys this, but not going to be making the starting play with this deck pretty much ever. Even if you have Hog Rider in your opening hand, yeah, don't do it, okay? So we go Barbarians against the Bandit there. Obviously going to get a response from the opponent. He does so with an E-Wiz. We're still going to get some Barbarians onto that tower. No, he's going to use a Battle Ram. Look at how much damage the Barbarians do. It's insane, man. And then we use the Minion Horde. So Zap is in the opponent's hand. Zap comes down. We're going to be able to clean up some of these Barbarians, or all of the Barbarians. And look at that Hog to kind of redirect that E-Wiz. And then we go ahead and we Zap. Nice Zap there, too. Noteworthy that we have Zap and Arrows in this deck. You don't see many decks with Zap and Arrows, do you guys? No, you don't. Maybe a Lava Loon deck, a Lava Hound deck, maybe a Sparky deck, which this one is. But man, I don't know. It's definitely not a conventional Sparky deck, I'll tell you that, right? So here we go, Bandit gonna get a charge off on that right tower, 1792 remaining, and a Mega Minion going the opposite way. So just trying to wait till double elixir time. We're gonna go with the Sparky in the back here on our weak side tower. And the opponent, kind of predictably, goes left lane. He goes with the Battle Ram. And again, this is good here for us. He has Poison in hand, he has Zap in hand. But we're going to go pretty aggressive, the double lane push. And the good thing about the Barbarians is a 5-for-4 trade, right? Look how much damage we're getting on that left tower, guys. It's a 5-for-4 trade with the Barbarians on the Battle Ram. But it's such a good trade for us because he has to respond on the other end. He has to use a Royal Ghost. He has to use a Poison to stop those Barbarians and the Hog on the counter push. So here we go again, 899 remaining on that left tower. We haven't even gotten into double elixir time yet in this match. And still, he's looking well, he's not looking really good. He's looking pretty good. If you can get into double elixir time and having this sort of a situation, one tower down here and a lot of damage off of the opponent's tower, this is the ultimate come from behind deck in double elixir time. So fear not if that's happening to you early on when you're trying this deck out. So here we go. It's going to be a poison coming down again against those barbarians. Sparky's still alive inside the poison as well. Royal Ghost in hand for the opponent. He uses it there. But look at this push again here, guys. Again, it's one of these monster pushes. Royal Giant, Hog Rider on the left tower. We're going to take that tower down. And here we go again. I swear it's like that push. Good luck stopping it, right? I mean, what? How can you stop that? Barbarians, Sparky, Royal Giant, Mega Minion, Hog Rider, all the same lane? Like, geez, man. I don't know what they're supposed to do. If you're the opponent, you can almost... I don't know. The frustration is almost palpable from the opponent, right? So 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. You know his favorite move already, right? Is hitting with the Hog and the Royal Giant in one push. Let's see if he does so here. He has the Royal Giant. Is he going to use... Now, he's going to use the Minion Horde, it looks like here. He wants to protect that Sparky. Doesn't do so, though, I don't think. No, Sparky's still alive, despite the E-Wiz. Now he has that Hog Rider. Poison comes down. He doesn't have enough elixir to defend against this Hog Rider. He's going to get 2 hits, maybe? No, just 2 hits. 840 remaining. The opponent, just all he can do is laugh. Gives the well played. Good, being a good sport against a really frustrating deck. He has Pekka in hand, but we go with the Royal Giant. But even with that Pekka, we're going to get 2 shots. No, 1 shot. Hey, 1 shot better than nothing there. Forcing out a Pekka and an E-Wiz, and look at that. We have Sparky ready, knowing the E-Wiz is out of cycle. And a zap comes down. That was actually a nice zap. I'm going to go with the Hog Rider here. Yep, here's the Hog Rider. We have arrows. I would have predicted... Okay, it doesn't even matter, right? 1 hog hit, 5 HP. Arrows comes down. GG. Man. Oh. And then the little... So the old school king laughing BM from the opponent here. But I don't even look at it as BM. I look at it as all is fair in love and war, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go into this one here. Expo, nah, I mean, Expo is like the easiest matchup for this deck, so let's go ahead and exit out of that. There was one against Lava Hound I really wanted to show you guys, and this is another Expo. Again, guys, I mean, Expo, this is like, you have endless answers to Expo in this deck, namely the Royal Giant, but Furia, who's a really, really good player. This is going to be a good match here. It's the Double Dragon Lava Hound Miner deck. And we're going to see how we handle this one here. Then after this, I will go ahead and enter into the arena playing this deck. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to expect, but it's going to be fun for me, not the opponent, or we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to talk too soon. So anyway, here we go. It's going to be a Hog Rider left lane. Guards down against the Hog Rider. Just trying to feel out the opponent, see what cards they have in their deck here. And of course, it's the Goblin Cage Miner version of the Lava Hound deck. And Baby Dragon's going to get tons of damage onto that right tower. Meanwhile, he's going to go ahead and zap up our Barbarians in that left lane and then play a Goblin Cage. Let's see how the Goblins do. Oh, a Sparky at the bridge, realizing that he had no more ground answers in hand. Well, he does have Miner. But we're going to zap that Inferno Dragon. We're going to get a score a Sparky hit there, right? Yep, 2062. Nice aggressive Sparky at the bridge, realizing the guards were not in hand and the Goblin Cage was not in hand. He only had Miner. We had Zap in hand. Might as well go with a Sparky. And that was a good heads-up play there, realizing the deck he was facing by Furia. So here we go again. It's going to be the Baby Dragon and the guards. Notice how we're playing that Royal Giant when Inferno Dragon's out of cycle, right? And then we're playing that Sparky when guards are out of cycle. So he's just keeping track of the best counters to his 2/3 win conditions in this deck, right? So we go in the Hog there again. Goblin Cage is down just in the nick of time, and now we're going to go ahead and respond to this Goblin Brawler using the Barbarians at the bridge there. 1, being able to evade the possible fireball damage onto our Princess Tower, and 2, again, forcing a response from the opponent. Looks like they're just going to let this tower go to the Barbarians. Probably a good move by Furia. Now he has to go ahead and use a Fireball. No, he doesn't use his Fireball against the Minion Horde. I don't know if I agree with that decision there in hindsight, right? There's so much Fireball bait in this deck. Even though there's only 2 cards, they're 2 of the most strong defensive cards in the game and have been since day one. Minion, horde, and of course, barbarians. So here we go. He's going to get the tower down there. And here we go. Oh my god, the 1-2 punch. Here it is. It's the Hog Rider and the Royal Giant. We're going to get a hog swing on the tower. A few shots with that RG in the pocket. And here comes a minion horde again to clean up on defense here. Fireball comes down. So hey, guess what? We have barbarians ready. No big deal. We're going to use the Mega Minion here against the Inferno Dragon. No, we don't even need the Mega Minion. The tower is actually targeting that Inferno Dragon. Looks like that range is pretty crazy. So here we go with a Goblin Brawler on the Sparky there and a Lava Hound in the pocket from the opponent. That Sparky push did not work out for us. Now it's going to be a Mega Minion against the Baby D. 1 second left. Here we go, attacking with the Hog Rider again with the Royal Giant in the pocket. Hog Rider outranges that Inferno Dragon. Meanwhile, on defense here, we're in trouble. Our Princess Tower is close to down, but the Goblin Cage does not push that Royal Giant away. GG's! My turn to enter into the arena. Wish me luck, guys. All right, here we go, guys. I have the deck selected. Time to enter into the arena. Man, I don't know about this. Here we go against this fellow. Man, I'm going to give him the Inferno Tower. He doesn't know what is coming his way here. So, again, I'm going to try to be really passive. Even though I see Hog, my starting hand, no matter what deck I'm playing that has Hog. And I'm like, I got to use it. But this time we're not going to. We're going to play Hog opposite lane as that Wizard. And he's going to go ahead and activate. No! Sweet. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and Sparky here. And we can actually surround this Wizard. As soon as the Wizard locks on, we can surround with the Barbarians and take him out. Perfect. They don't have to go ahead and contend with this. So I like this. You know, I'm just going to arrows that. That's easy. Let's see what he has here. I'm going to send in the Mega Minion, man. I think we might have him here, guys. He went that aggressive giant. Oh, man. Dude, it's too easy. Tower down. All right. You know what? Screw it. Let's go in with a Hog. Am I getting too greedy here, guys? Am I getting too greedy with the Hog Rider? You know what? I think... Dude, are you... Yep, it's the most hated deck. Confirmed. What was that? 1 minute and 15 seconds? No big deal. Alright, guys. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Let's end the video there. Huge shout out again to my man, Final Form, Fino. Final Form. Check out his player stats and profile. Let's see just what the separation looks like on the leaderboard real quick. Look at this guy. He's got, okay, 6660. And look at this 50-47 trophy lead over the next guy down. Unbelievable. I mean, even this, relatively early mid-season here on ladder. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out the deck link. It'll be in the description below. And yeah, you might get BM'd when you use this deck. Just kind of a little heads up to you guys. Again, a little reminder for you guys. Huge shout out to Stats Royale and the Bren Chong, my YouTube partners. Check out their information in the description below. Thank you. And as always, take care, guys.